Okay. Today, we're cooking a meal for my book. Cue intro sequence. Oh, shoot. I don't have an intro sequence. Anyways, my book isn't a cookbook. It is a romantic comedy novel. So we're cooking a book that's in a fictional novel. Cooking a meal that's in a fictional novel. Now, should I be in the kitchen? No. And not just because... Anyways, I shouldn't be in the kitchen because I have no talent in the kitchen when it comes to cooking. I have other talents, like, well, ask my mom. But I can't cook. I have no natural ability. But what I can do is read. Like this right here. Hand soap. Easy. So I can follow directions. Anyways, this might be a tad unhinged. That is hinged. Normally I'm a really quiet person. I'm an introvert. But today I'm going to change myself for you guys. Yeah, that's healthy. And in my book, romantic comedy novel, by yours truly, AJ Mason, coming soon, the male main lead is Korean American. And today we're making a meal that is mentioned in the book. And it also just so happens that I love Korean food. So this is perfect for me. So today we are making Bulgogi. Today we're making Bulgogi. Bulgogi is kind of like a thin beef steak meat layered in some sauce and usually served with like rice, occasionally grilled, mostly grilled. And I'm definitely not going to make this perfectly correct. So if you want true Bulgogi, go to your favorite Korean restaurant and let them cook it for you. But we're going to try and make it today. And if you want some Bulgogi as well, follow along. Now, first things first, before we get started, what we need is an apron. This is a clip-on mic. I don't know why I'm using a wooden spoon. Now, an apron is basically like a superhero cape for the kitchen. Now, it'd be useless if I wore it backwards, so. Enter montage of putting on apron. I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of looks like I'm not wearing pants. I am. I always wear pants. Like I said, I have no natural ability, but I can follow an instruction, so today we're going to use a recipe. Hi, cabinets. Good thing I'm 6'3". Just got to find the right one. Fun fact, I actually don't have this one printed. Print. Pages 1 through 26. I don't want all these. I just want the one that has the recipe. There we go. Now it's 2 pages. Let's go. Now while that prints, dance intro. Allo. Allo. T-H-E-U-N-D. Ugh. I have the recipe for Bulgogi. Prep time, 10 minutes. Cook time, 5 minutes. I bet I can take longer. Additional time, 1 hour. That's for marinating. Total time, hour, 15 minutes. Heck no, servings 4, yields 4 servings. I'm just cooking for myself. Will I eat that much? My sister does say I'm a fat cow, so. Step 1, gather all ingredients. I am a gatherer, a scavenger. I can do this part. We need soy sauce. Soy sauce. We need green onions. Now, onions come in a lot of different colors. 2.5 tablespoons of white sugar. Shout out to Great Value. Minced garlic. Sesame seeds. You know, it's kind of weird that it was called Sesame Street. Also, I bought sesame seeds, but it turns out I had sesame seeds, so. Sesame oil. You know, you should always check to make sure you have your ingredients before you cook. Good thing I did make sure. Ground black pepper. I did not check to make sure I had pepper though. Ground black pepper. And then 1 pound flank steak, thinly sliced. I actually don't think I got a pound of steak. I think I have less. So maybe I'm not a fat cow after all. It's only 0.97 pounds. I actually didn't get flank steak because I was walking by and got this on impulse. So I got like a breakfast steak, which is really thin. I'll show you. Step 2, whisk soy sauce, green onion, sugar, garlic, sesame seeds, sesame oil, and pepper together in a bowl. Need a whisk. Time for some whiskey business. I hope for my sake I don't post this to the internet. 5 tablespoons of soy sauce. That's dirty. I wonder who invented the tablespoon. They were just like, yeah, this is the right measurement we need, and then we're just gonna divide it into a bunch of smaller ones. Is anyone else like OCD about cooking? Like you check the recipe, oh crap. Check the recipe like 30 times just to make sure you counted right. Is that 2 or 3? Chat, let me know. This isn't live. I think that's 3. I'm gonna watch this back and be like, I can't count. 4, 5, just a little because I feel like it. Oh no, it got on the counter. It's crazy to me that like this sauce, they can also make milk out of the same stuff. 1/4 cup of chopped green onions. Man, those green onions are chopped. Like 2? Well, this is a 1/4 cup, so it's probably like 1. Green onions. Always wash your onions. Green onions are also called scallions. Some scallywag. I feel like this video is just me embarrassing myself. Oh well. Don't have shame in your life, you know? Life's short. If other people laugh at you, so what? As long as you laugh at yourself too, keep going. Don't judge my cutting skills. I know they're poor. Do onions make anyone else have to sneeze? That was loud. 1/4 cup. This looks so tiny. Like, look, it's like a dainty little measuring cup. That's basically a 1/4 cup. You know what? We're gonna just throw it all in there. Turns out you only needed 1 scallion. Scallion. The weird part about filming myself cooking is there's no one else here, so I'm just literally talking to myself as I cook. Like, if you walked in, you think I'm psychotic. Anyway, 2 tablespoons minced garlic. That, my friends, is ginger, not garlic. I hate mincing garlic, so I just buy it pre-minced. Like, shout out whoever minces it for me. It's not expired. Ew. Also, shout out to Tinny Sharp in the All Recipes Test Kitchen for this recipe. 2 tablespoons sesame seeds. I wonder if they had these on Sesame Street. Sesame seeds. Oh, product review. This is my skincare. I put honey and sesame seeds on my face every morning. Don't do that. Sesame seeds get in places they shouldn't be. Perfectionism, gotta be right at the top. Oops. 1. Ah, that's why you should wash it out. All the sesame seeds stuck to the inside. And my measurement's gonna be dang off. Shin ball, that's shoe. In case you were wondering. We use our words to uplift, not to tear down. Well, you guys are doing great. Keep it up. Life might be hard sometimes. You might be getting punched in the face, but you just gotta keep going. As hard as it can be, because you never know which day will be great. It could be tomorrow, it could be a month down the road. But one of these days you're gonna have a great day, and it would suck if you missed out on that, so keep your head up. 2 tablespoons sesame oil. You know, I think I like Asian food. I kind of like the smell of sesame oil. It reminds me of Asian food. Uno, dos. Wait, that's Spanish. I should be counting in Korean. Handle set. Left in, right. Left in, right. 17 ha! Come on. Guys, I can't tell if I'm supposed to refrigerate this after opening or not. Wait, how is sesame oil a product of Mexico? Authentic taste and aroma to Asian dishes. Product of Mexico. Packaged in USA. Math ain't mathin'. I think you refrigerate it. I worked out this morning, in case you couldn't tell. I swear I can open this. Here we go. 1/2 teaspoon ground black pepper. Okay, hot take. I like these better when they're separated and not all together on a ring, but I guess you don't lose them as easily. 1/2 teaspoon ground black pepper. What was our prep time? 10 minutes? I think we're already over that. Okay, we got the soy sauce. We got the green. What is on my hand? We got the soy sauce. We got the green onion. We got the... Pretty sure we didn't put white sugar in. 1 tablespoon white sugar. If I did happen to put white sugar in, this is gonna be crazy. 2 tablespoons white sugar. I did record it, so I could go back and look, but that's too much work, and I'm lazy. Is there actually 1/2 tablespoon? Oh, heck yeah. I feel like 1/2 tablespoon is such a random measurement. Like, how often do you use 1/2 tablespoon? You know, it's like the middle child of teaspoons. All right, we got the soy sauce, we got the green onion, now we have the sugar, we have our garlic, sesame seeds, sesame oil, and pepper. And now we can whisk it all together till it all tastes good. Shoot! Oh man, right on the white stripe. It's a ban. I think a whisk is this hardly looks like enough sauce. Whiskey business. Dadgummit, it happened again. Stay in the bowl. What's step 3? Place flank steak slices in a shallow dish. Pour marinade over top. Cover and refrigerate for at least 1 hour. See, that's where they get you. 1 pound flank steak thinly sliced. They act like I'm just gonna automatically have that thinly sliced. No, I gotta do that myself. Thinly slice it. I'm okay. Physically anyways, mentally it's debatable. I think we're gonna use this. Open sesame, sesame. Why do we say open sesame? Like, these things ain't opening the door for me. It's open sesame. Open sesame. Is that what we? I'm tripping. I want to use scissors for this, otherwise known as scissors. Now, as you can, whoa. Now that ain't a thin slice of steak. As you can see, it's pretty thin, and this one's long. I'm gonna cut it into tiny strips because I want my bulgogi in tiny strips and not like this. So even that might be a little thick. Can we fast forward this? One piece down, 2 to go. I'm also gonna stop the camera because no one wants to see me cut this much. Maybe you do, I don't know. Do you? Do you want to see me cut meat? That sounded oddly weird. This is why I shouldn't talk to myself. I need a friend. While I'm cutting meat though, I can tell you about the book. Pause for matcha interlude. Hold for matcha. Guys, I gotta have my favorite bunny mug. Ha! Bunny mug. I could sell mugs. I actually want iced matcha. Oh well, we'll start with this. What happens if you snort matcha? Don't answer that. Don't do drugs either. It's just not good for you. Health, mental. I've never done them, but that's what I hear. It's so green. Looks like it should turn you into the Hulk. Nothing like making matcha with raw meat right in front of you. I did not think this through. Because you see, I want iced matcha. This is not iced. Stupid little boy. It's pretty hot. It's hot outside, so we're gonna ice matcha. Ice matcha. Gotta commit. Didn't commit hard enough. Dadgummit. Slap me in the wrist and call me Sally. See, the ice just melted. Now it's just watered down matcha. It's not like I need caffeine. So as I was cutting the last steak, the camera shut off because it hadn't been 10 minutes like the prep time said. It was half an hour. So we're just gonna start over. As I was saying about the book. Ew. So again, I can't talk. This is why I write. Again, the male main character is a Korean American, and he's made this bet with his brother to prove that love isn't real. And he's kind of got a vendetta against love, obviously, and he has his reasons. So he's gonna break 100 hearts before his brother gets married. That's the deal, that's their bet. And he's getting pretty dang close. In the first chapter, he breaks up with girl number 99, and then he soon meets potential girl number 100. And the problem is, he already knows who she is because she's the only girl who's ever gotten anywhere close to his heart. You can see how that might be problematic. But she's back in town, and she actually just recently went through a breakup, so she's hurt by love. And she's hoping to kind of rekindle the friendship that they once had. But our male lead kind of has different plans. He sees this as an opportunity to finally get his revenge. And so, as you can kind of imagine, chaos, he starts dating her under this guise of I'm gonna break her heart. And who falls in love first? Good question. Him? Her? You just have to read the book to find out. And what happens? Well, I can't spoil the book. I will say if you like kind of 2000s rom-coms, like 10 Things I Hate About You, you're gonna love this one. If you like K-dramas, or if you watch K-pop Demon Hunters and like Jinwoo, you'll like the male lead in this. And I also find the female lead very intriguing as well. She's kind of got some sass. There's a lot of quality banter, and it's good. So this is my kitchen towel. As you can tell, it's not really a kitchen towel. It looks more like a beach towel, and I think it came from a set like that. But here's my theory. Is it the type of towel that makes it a kitchen towel, or is it where you use the towel? It's a towel in the kitchen, therefore a kitchen towel. Hypothetically, I guess, then if you use like this towel at the beach, then it becomes a beach towel, but beach towels are special. All right, so I have cut my meat into slices. What I have found though is if you look here, it barely fits in this thing because it's too big. Shin ball. Bless my soul. People say I give off black cat energy. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Is there more to that song, or is that just it? As a kid, I thought it was cool, but I think that's the only part of the song I remember. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Aura. Just aura farming out here in the kitchen. Matcha break. Ew, who slurps their matcha? Is pinky up respectable? I've said a lot of things I probably wish I could take back. Bulgogi! Loud noises. You think I can stuff the meat in here? Ooh, this will work great. And then we pour the marinade over it. You know what I was thinking the other day? And by other day, I mean like an hour ago. Is marinade is basically just putting sauce on something and letting it sit. So if we're outside tanning with like sunscreen or suntan lotion on, we're just marinating ourselves. Anyway. I do not like sticky things on my hands. I will wash my hands 3,000 times while cooking. Make sure that meat gets all marinated. Yeah. Ooh la la. I don't recommend eating it raw. I could have zoomed up, used my camera, done some cool shots, but I totally forgot. Refrigerate for at least 1 hour or overnight. Well, we're eating this for dinner tonight, so we're not doing it overnight. And it'll probably be several hours before we get back to it. But we're putting it in the fridge, marinating it. And now I gotta clean up the mess I made. So thank you for joining me as we made a meal for my romantic comedy novel, which is coming out soon. Title reveal coming soon. I don't know before or after this video. Probably after because I haven't filmed it yet. But this is Bulgogi. Wait, I gotta come back and make the rest of it. Dang it. Pause, I'll be right back. It's time for dinner. I'm tired and I'm hungry. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make my rice. I'm also gonna have veggies with it, but I'm not gonna show you me chopping veggies because honestly, I don't wanna do that. Like I said, I'm tired. Wash the rice first. Get these little rice beans nice and clean. Shout out to the rice cooker. Cooks the rice for me, it's nice. Now we got the rice cooking that this pan will do. Also, I apologize, the top of my head's cut off, but I'm not messing with it. I got my bulgogi marinated. Now basically all you do here is just cook the meat until it's done. That's the part I suck at. The pan's hot, medium high heat. I just throw some oil on there for kicks and giggles, I guess. Go ahead and dump all this in. Try not to burn myself. So look at that, I thought this pan was big enough and it's not. It'll do though. And yeah, I know this is exhilarating, now we just kind of sit and wait. I do think it's funny if you watch this video from the start. Yeah, see I had all that gusto and energy. But then I mentioned I was an introvert, and as this video goes on, I've slowly gotten less energetic, which I think is a sign of myself, in my capacity to only talk to a camera for so long. Like if you were here in person, I'm sure we'd have a better discussion, but if you made it this far in the video, you probably just want to see what the food looks like, and I do too because I'm hungry. But I want to say thank you for hanging around this long. And because you hung around this long, I want you to comment in the comments, who is Molly? And I'll tell you, Molly is the name of the car that the main character and his brother have a bet over. That's the prize anyway. So you got a little inside information. That is your prize, your reward, I guess, for staying this long with this tumultuous and horrid video that you have watched. Hope you enjoyed it. Bulgogi, bulgogi, bulgogi. Dadgum, I really gotta... stay in the pan. We got escapers. I just know someone's gonna judge my whole cooking process here. And if so, please be a chef that can teach me how to cook because I would love to learn. I will come on your show. Kenny Long, teach me how to cook bulgogi properly. Yeah, this is the worst part. You're just waiting for your food and I'm just blabbering on. And I already have way too much footage of me just talking to a camera. Terrible. Can you hear that sizzle? Where's the camera? Yum. The sauce should thicken too. Oh, also, you know what I realized? You can make all that marinade like I did. And I did that mainly because I wanted to talk to you guys. You also can just get store-bought marinade. Focus, you camera. Korean BBQ marinade sauce. Original. My camera battery's about to die. Shoopity-boo, doobie-boppity-boo. My family loves this, and they're not here to enjoy it, so it sucks for them. Can we get a close-up of the bulgogi, please? Yes, I think we can. This is your moment, bulgogi. Look at that. Focus! Look at all that steam. Bulgogi, 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 bulgogi. Yum, yum, yum. I feel like this should be in a magazine. Put me in a magazine. Game where you go around, it's like bulgogi, 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 bulgogi. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, I'm missing something. Bulgogi. What is it? It's bulgogi, 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 bulgogi. There we go. This might actually be done. I wasn't paying attention. I did cut these pieces pretty thin. If you got your meat thermometer, this is the time to use it. It might be there. I have a tendency to overcook my meat. I think we're probably done. The sauce ain't thickened though. So we're gonna let this kind of simmer and then take it off, and hopefully the sauce will thicken. Anyways, if you use this to make bulgogi, I hope it didn't turn out like crap and tastes good and you enjoy it. This rice is taking forever to cook. Cook, rice, cook! But let's try it. Dang, that's good. A little dry, that's my bad. Probably should have cooked it on a lower heat, and if I wasn't talking to you, I might have paid more attention. And the sauce didn't thicken like it has before for me. I wonder if that's because of the pan or something, I don't know. Anyways, bulgogi, fire meal. They eat it in the book. I'm about to eat it by myself. Guess it's time to go to Barnes & Noble again and look for that future wife. Just kidding, more food for me. Shout out to all you that stayed to the end. I love you guys. We also need to come up with like a fan club name. You know, like K-pop groups, like Stray Kids has Stays, BTS has Army. Something for the eventual readers of my novel. What should we call you guys? Bulgogis? No, we can't do that. Bulgogi, 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 bulgogi. I don't really have much else to say. I'm just blabbering, waiting for my rice. I think I should shave the beard. My mom told me to cut it. This has probably been the longest cooking bulgogi video ever, but we did it. We made bulgogi, and it's edible. The rice just went off. It's time to eat, baby. How did... Frick, don't do that. Ow, hot, hot, hot. Get off. How did I screw up rice? Ta-da! I got a plate for dinner. So I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to get veggies, so we just had to use the microwave steam packets. Thanks for watching. Bulgogi thirst trap. Looks so good. Well, bye, I guess.